Okay, I think we're recording. All right, so today we're going to learn a new root word, and can you tell us about it just by looking at the
Well,
text?
it's a Latin root word, cred, and it means believe.
Okay, and so do you know what this is? It's a credit card. Why do you think they call it a credit card? Do you know? So I'm not paying cash with this, right? Like if I go to Dunkin' Donuts or something and I hand them this, do you think they believe I'm going to pay them back? Right. So I'm buying it on credit from the bank, and then the bank believes I'm going to pay them back. So if I hand this to you, do you believe? And then better fix your hair. Huh? So if I hand you this, do you believe I'm going to pay you back? Yeah, are you going to buy shoes?
No.
All right, so can you go ahead and write cred for me and say it 3 times?
By Grandma when you're away.
All right.
And the date is
June 30th, 2020. All right, great. And go ahead and spell it and say it for me. Cred.
And cred.
Cred. Cred. All right, good.
Oh man, I messed up. Okay.
All right, so Eve is writing 3 words that contain the root cred.
4. 4 words, 3.
No, okay. So tell me the first one you wrote.
Credit.
Credit. And so I just handed you a credit card. So can you give me an idea of what credit means now that you know what the root word credit? Yeah, so what does a credit card mean? It means that you
believe that you're going to pay.
Yeah, it means they believe you're going to pay. And speak nice and clearly and loud so that people can hear you. All right. We'll go to this one next. So.
Credo?
Credo, yeah. Have you ever heard of a credo?
No.
All right. So what does this mean if somebody...
Peace out, man.
Yeah, it means like peace, yeah. So a credo is a saying that somebody believes, okay? It's like a strong statement that somebody believes. So I put a peace sign, and they're saying make love, not war, and they mean peace as a credo. It's something they deeply believe. All right, say credo.
Credo.
Credo, all right. What's the next
Incredible.
one? Incredible, right? So what's going on with the Incredibles, the superheroes, in terms of the word?
Well, I know what incredible means, but I don't know what they're going with this.
So credible means that you believe.
Yeah, I think that you believe that you're incredible.
Yeah. Do you remember what the word in means, the prefix in? You forgot? How about?
Oh, no.
Nah. So it's like not
believable,
right? But in the good way, like it's unbelievable how courageous they are. So the Incredibles are going to come save us. Yeah. Well, take a look at the word. Can you look at that? Can you decode that word? You know, cred.
And tells credit.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's credentials.
What's that?
And what's that a picture of? What's going on there? The person has just. What do they wear that hat for? Graduation. So if you go to college, you get degrees, you have a diploma. Those are your credentials. People believe you more because they know you've had more education, right? So if I say, oh, I have really good credentials, it means I have really good skills. They believe I can do the job. So now Eve is choosing a favorite cred word and writing a sentence with it.
I have to think, what else am I going to write?
Could you expand that sentence? The Incredibles are superheroes that do something or because they do something. Can you extend that sentence with one of your connector words, like that or because? What do they do? Can you tell me more about them?
I don't know.
The Incredibles are superheroes that save the day, or
I don't know what they do, so I've never really heard about them or know.
Well, they're superheroes, right? So we can say that they saved the day or something like that. Okay. What goes at the end? All right, so you ended up making 2 sentences. Tell them to us, please.
My nose aches.
Okay, go ahead and read that for us.
The Incredibles are superheroes, and they save people.
Okay, very good. Perfect.
I don't know.
That's great. All right, so what we're going to do is give that a special spot in your notebook. And so for all the tutors watching, we believe it's really important to keep an old-fashioned composition book. We use an old-fashioned marble composition book, and every morpheme that Eve has learned in recent weeks and months is in this notebook. So it's a beautiful keepsake of her progress, and she can look back on it if she's trying to remember what a morpheme means, okay? And then right after we learn a morpheme, what do we always do, Eve? We always play a game. So we immediately play a game to reinforce the morpheme that Eve has just learned. Okay? So you always want to be the first card, right? Okay. I can't guarantee these are going to be in order, so let's see how we do. I tried to keep them in order, but sometimes the papers get a little mixed up. Eve really likes this great game, and it's I have, who has, right? So it's better in a classroom setting if they're...
I like the game board better.
You like the game board better? So we also have awesome game boards, and we play games with the morphemes that way too. So we'll show you other PDFs and videos of all of our favorite games. This is a fun one you could play in a small group or whole group. I have a certain card with a clue, who has the next card. You can just do it in partners, though. It can even be more fun and complex if you have a small group. All right, so go ahead and start, Eve. You have the first card.
Who has the root word that means believe?
I have the root word cred. Who has the word that describes something that is so unlikely that you can't believe that it actually happened?
I have the word incredible.
All right, wait, don't crinkle that. Don't people are listening. Okay, say it again so people can hear you.
I have the word incredible. Who has the word that names a document that some people include teachers and do stuff?
Yep. And they earn to show.
I'm qualified for their job.
They're qualified at their job. So I have the word credentials, and I'm a teacher, and I have credentials. Who has the word that describes a person who is owed money and believes that the people who borrowed his or her money will pay it back?
I have the word creditor. Who has the word that names what some people, groups, schools, and parents? Companies receive that makes them worthy of being believed.
I have the word accreditation. All right. Who has the word that describes what you do when you don't believe what you're hearing?
I have the word discredit. Who has the word that names the set of religions beliefs followed by a church?
Okay. I have the word creed. Who has the word that describes a person who is easily fooled and believes anything he or she hears?
I have the word discredit.
Okay. No, we just did that one.
Discredit.
Yeah, you didn't change your thing.
I have the word cred.
Look at the word, not me. Credulous.
Credulous?
Yes, credulous.
Who has the word that describes a person who is honest, reliable, and believe in what she says?
Okay. I have the word credible. Who has the word that describes what you give to people whom you trust?
I have the word credit. Who has the word that describes a person who donates? Riley!
That's a silent
Riley.
B. Our kitty cat is meowing.
Meow.
That's a silent
Credit.
B. So that's a person who
doubts everything that he hears and has a hard time believing what people tell him.
All right. I have the word incredulous. Who has the first card?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. The cat's in there.
The cat's in there. Yeah. Do you remember what the suffix us means? O-U-S. It means it's the same as F-U-L. Full and us mean. They mean
form or shape.
No, that's form. Us, O-U-S, and full, like beautiful, joyful, joyous.
Like best or?
It means full of.
Full of.
Yeah. So the word credulous means full of belief. Okay.
Beauty.
Okay. All right, great. All right, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. What chips?